All right, welcome back to Blue City Reviews. Thanks once again for being here. I just finished something called Awake on Netflix. This is from 2021, directed by Mark Rasu. This stars, let's see, Gina Rodriguez, Ariana Greenblatt as her daughter. Very good performance from that young lady. You have people like Barry Pepper and Jennifer Jason Lee in supporting roles. Very good cast here, and the performances carry this movie. Which this is the sort of small scale apocalyptic psychological thriller that was made possible by the success of A Quiet Place, which I loved. I liked the sequel more. Quiet Place 2 I thought was better, but A Quiet Place made this sort of thing possible. Character-oriented, smaller thrillers that take place, in a post-apocalyptic sort of scenario. But because of the amount of characters, you don't have to spend a whole lot on it unless you want a very popular lead, stuff like Bird Box or Cargo, The Silence, It Comes at Night, right? A lot of these things were made possible, or at least popular, by A Quiet Place, which is great, And this is getting a lot of negative reviews, and this is not a perfect film, and I won't watch it a whole bunch of times, but definitely a thumbs up. This has got some great moments, and as I said, the performances alone are enough to be like, yeah, if you have Netflix and you enjoy this type of thing, check it out. The plot is fairly simple, as is typical with this type of film. A young lady, mother of two, and an army medic who is suffering from some troubles of her own, some insomnia of her own, sort of finds herself in the middle of a planet where nobody can sleep. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a scenario that's happened where nobody can fall asleep. And as we all know, if you don't get sleep, after a while, your brain goes, and shortly after that, the rest of your body goes. I've suffered from insomnia my whole life, and it can be terrible. After a few days, you're toast. So she realizes that her daughter is one of two people, as far as she knows, on the planet that can sleep. And there's a twist there, which is fairly easy to see coming, but it worked well enough for me. She realizes her daughter can actually fall asleep, which garners her a bunch of unwanted attention, right, in this sort of post-apocalyptic scenario. You never want to have something that everybody wants. So she knows where, being an army medic, she knows where the other person who can sleep is located, and she wants to unite her daughter with that person in the hopes that it can offer them some answers, right? And I guess this is being described as a road movie, which it kind of is, but mainly it's in that style of Bird Box, and It Comes at Night a little bit. Very kind of slow burn, and there's not a huge climactic payoff, right? You're not going to get a bunch of explosions or hordes of zombies stampeding towards you. This is a smaller scale film, and it revolves around the emotions of the three lead players, the mother and her two sons, and everybody else they happen to come across on in this hellish road trip to hopefully find salvation. Now, this worked for me. I don't know how much more I can say about it because, the concept is it all depends on the nuances of the director. And this director, Mark Rasu, hope I'm pronouncing that right. I always look up pronunciations before I do videos, but you never know, right? He does it great. There's some great directorial flourishes here. I mean, really. There's some stuff he's doing that may go overlooked by, certain audience members who are maybe, too cynical, or maybe want something other than cinematography and potent characters, right? And I can't blame him. Sometimes you want something adrenaline-fueled and exciting. This isn't that type of thing, but I enjoyed it. Awake, this is on Netflix. It's worth it for the performances of the three leads alone. It's worth it for the performances alone. I mean, come on, anything with Jennifer Jason Leigh, right? I mean, she's only got a few scenes, but geez, every time she's on screen, you just think, wow, this is a master of her craft, right? So, all right. Check it out if what I said sounds good to you, but it's not going to be for everybody. Thanks once again for watching. I'll talk to y'all soon. Cheers and peace.